Today is Sunday, September the 13th, and I hope this finds everybody doing well. And I'm just going to look for my notifications so that I can see if anybody makes comments. I can read them on my phone. I'm not seeing anything right now. I guess it'll pop up in a few minutes. Here it goes. Okay, so now that I have that on, if you're just hopping on, please say hi and tell me where you're watching from if you're not too shy. And if you like what you see, please do this. Sprinkle the love so others can see my videos, and Facebook will keep it out there. So today we are going to decorate a pumpkin, but we're going to use gilding size and gold leaf. And these are from a maker studio, and I have my affiliate links in the description. And these little things here are called Biscuits, and you can get these at Lowe's or Home Depot. And this is the size 10. So what we want to do first is put our size on there because it needs to sit for about 15 minutes. So it recommends that you not get this on your skin. So I'm just going to put some gloves on here. I'm not sure what it'll do to you, but I don't want to take that chance, and it says to wear gloves, so I'm putting my gloves on. And I'm just going to shake this up a little bit. And I have 3 of these biscuits to put the size on. And this does have kind of a smell to it, but it's not a bad smell. I'm sure you probably shouldn't be, breathing it in or anything like that, but so we're just putting this on our biscuits. I'm doing the top and the sides, and then we just have to let it sit for it to get tacky for about 15 minutes. So we have a pumpkin that we need to paint. So we can do that while this is getting tacky. But I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. I've already done up some of them in advance because I didn't think you would want to sit there and watch me do all of them. Okay, so we're just going to put the lid on this. And set that aside. I'm just going to stick my brush in there for now. Taking my gloves off. And I'm just going to set this aside for 15 minutes. So it's 12:04, so at 12:19, then we can start working on it again. So I have my pumpkin here, and this is just, again, another one of those pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to remove the string, the hanger, and then I'm going to take my heat gun. Well, actually, I don't need to. I'm just going to pull off the raffia bow. So right there, I pulled that off. And then we're going to get started painting. So what I have here is Folk Art English Mustard. I'm going to highlight it with Folk Art Clay Bisque. And this one, the label came off, but it is chocolate brown. So we're going to start with the English mustard, and I'm going to put that all over. if I can get it out of the bottle. Okay. So again, I'm just putting this all over my pumpkin, down in on the raised pieces and down in between the raised pieces. So this is what we have so far. And I just want to make sure that I have all my pieces covered. And I want to go around the pieces and make sure all that is covered. And then I only need to do one coat because this is the light MDF board, and since we're going to highlight it anyway, I don't think we need any more than one coat. So I'm not going to go around the outside edges of the pumpkin because it's already brown, and I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So what's everybody doing today? Is there anybody out there? Okay, so I'm just going around it, making sure that I get all the excess paint blended in. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint the stem. Okay, so I have that done. Now I'm going to use some of this dark chocolate. I'm just going to put a little bit on my cardboard. And actually, I want to dry this before I start putting that on there. So I'm going to take my heat gun. And I'm just going to dry it. See a spot that needs a little bit more paint. So if you like this project and you try it out, I would love to see what you come up with. And just, you can post your pictures on Liz's craft page. I like to see what others come up with and how everything differs. So I'm just getting a little bit of this dark chocolate on my brush. I'm kind of offloading it. And then I'm just going to go around the edges of my pumpkin a little bit, just to give it some definition, so it's not just bland. So I'm doing the same thing to the other side, and then I'm going to do it down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to go around these pieces here, the raised pieces. And then when I get this on here, I'll show you what it looks like. And I'm putting some in between, and I see some spots I missed for the English mustard that I need to put on there. So let me get the brown back on here. Go back over this. And then I want to put brown on the stem. Okay, so here's what we have so far. And then I'm going to add the clay bisque, which is folk art. And we're going to highlight it a little bit more. Just going to get a little bit on my brush. And it still has a little bit of that brown on there. And that's fine. And I'm just going to add it around where I put the chocolate brown on. Kind of right beside it. And then put some down at the bottom here. I think I need a little bit of brown in the center here. So still with the clay bisque on it, I'm going to add some brown to the center. And let's put some of this clay bisque on the stem, just a little bit. Maybe not that much. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay, so this is what we have. And we're still going to need to wait a few minutes for the size to get tacky. So while we're waiting, I'm going to get out my ribbons. And I have this one here with copper leaves on it. I got this from the Dollar Tree. In fact, all of these came from the Dollar Tree. This one is just some burlap looking ribbon with the gold around the edges. This one has owls on it with the gold around the edges. And then I have this one piece left over of leaves with the gold around the edges. So we're gonna make a bow. And then I'm going to set this aside. And then I'm just going to cut some pieces. And I'm going to use the hanger that we cut off. I'm going to use that to tie the bow together. So I'm just cutting the ends of the ribbon at an angle. And I'm doing 2 of each ribbon for now. We'll see how it goes. I might do more. These two have the square ends, so I'm just going to cut those at an angle. And let's see, do that. Let's get this one here. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. So I'm just going to lay them in face up for sure, and then I'm just laying them in whatever, not any particular order. I guess I'm going to need to hold that down a little bit. Looks like I need that one to go that way, so I need this one this way so that I can put this one this way, and then put the owl. Let's put that way, the owl this way, and then the leaves this way. And then I'm just taking my burlap ribbon here. I'm folding it in half. I'm taking the loop to the front, and then I'm putting the ends through the loop, and I'm going to pull this tight, and it needs to be in the back. So I'm pulling that tight right there, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot, a really tight knot. So make sure you hang on to it and get it as tight as you can. Okay, and then you kind of want to spread it out. I'm going to cut the ends off, so I'm going to tie one more knot in that. Cut the ends of my my jute. And then I'm just kind of spreading this out a bit. So if you're just coming on, say hi if you're not too shy. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to spread out, and it might be a little bit too long. So I think I'll trim this up a little bit. So I'm just going to cut some of the ends shorter. Actually, all of the ends. And I'm just cutting the ribbons at an angle. Oh, Erica's on. Hi, Erica. Is Kaylin with you? Okay, I think that's a little bit better. And it is 12:19. So now we can work on our biscuits and our, and I need to turn the fan off, our gold leaf, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's set this aside. Now this is So you get several sheets, I mean sheets and sheets of this gold leaf. And I have this left over from yesterday because I already tried it out. I didn't want to do my first time live with this. And I'm just going to put it right there on top of the biscuit. Go around the edges. And this is what you have right now. So I'm going to put the rest of this piece on this biscuit, and the leftovers I'm going to put on there too. I'm wrapping it around the top and the edges. And there's no front side or back side to this gold leaf. So we need a little bit more for this other biscuit, so I'm going to have to take a piece of this off. I'm just going to sit my biscuit in there. And then I'm just going to rip it off. Just like that. And I see a piece where it missed. So I'm just going to put this little piece on there. And then we have this right here. And anyway, this turns out really pretty. So you just take this paper that was around, you know, that was in between your gold leaf pages, and you just ball it up, and then you take your piece and you're just, you know, pressing it down and getting the excess off. Now it'll stay on where you had your sizing. So this is what we have. So I'm just going to do the same thing to this one. And if you see any spots you missed, you can add more to it. Hello to everyone who's watching. I appreciate you supporting me. We are gold leafing these biscuits. And they're biscuits from Home Depot. You actually put them in between two pieces of wood to hold them together. They fit in a little slat. Slat? I don't know. Okay. So we have our biscuits done. We have our gold leaf on it. And now we want to finish it. So I have all of these biscuits here that I've already done. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 biscuits, and these are the size 10. And what we're going to do is we are going to decide where we want these on our pumpkin. I kind of laid it out yesterday a little bit, and I think what I wanted to do was put 2 here in the center, on the sides, and then one there and one there. Then I was going to put 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So I need to spread these out a little bit. So this is how I'm going to put them on there. So I'm just going to hot glue them down. And I'm using high temperature hot glue because it works best with wood pieces and metals. And I'm just putting a strip of glue down the center of each biscuit. Kaylin's video time today is the same as mine, so well, Mommy, tell her I said hi. Tell her Grandma said hi. I see Tracy and Gilda. How are you guys today? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys like this craft. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Alrighty. So here we have our biscuits that are gold leafed are on our pumpkin. Doesn't it look pretty? And we can put our bow on there. So I'm just going to hot glue that in the center where the other bow was. And then I think I'm going to put a flower in the center too. And then I'm going to cut this one. It's a little bit too long. And then we're going to need a hanger. Since I used it from the bow. So here's one there, and then flowers. So I'm not sure. I think these are too big. This one might work. Yeah, that one will work. So we're going to use this flower here, and this was one of them that I think it came from the Dollar Tree, but I wouldn't swear to it. I'm just cutting the end of that off, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that in case it wants to try to come off. And then I'm just going to glue this right there on the bow. So I'm actually putting it a little above the bow, but it'll sit on it. You know what? I think these were the flowers I got from Michael's that were 99 cents. Shannon, hi Shannon. Glad to see you here. Okay, so this is what we have. We have our pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. We have our biscuits from Home Depot. We have our gold leaf from a maker studio, which I put the links in for the gold leaf and the sizing, or is it sizing? No, gilding, yeah, gilding size in the description, and then when I get off I'll put it in the comments. And then the ribbons are from the Dollar Tree, and this little flower was from Michael's. And then I have this jute, came off of something else, hanger that I'm just going to tie. I'm going to put it through the hole and then tie a knot in it so it stays on. And I might have to put some glue on that. get it through the hole. Yep. So let me glue this down so I can get that through the hole. So I'm just going to put it right here through the hole. There we go. And then I'm just going to tie it in a knot. I don't know if I like the way that's laying though. I think I'll tie it around it. I'm going to tie it around the jute. Gonna tie it again. Okay, so this is what we have, and then I'm going to cut this jute off, the ends of it. So here we have it. Isn't that pretty? I just love how the gold shines and shimmers. And I don't know if we can spread this out a little bit, the bow. I could probably do it and then put a little bit of glue. Put a little bit of glue so it'll hold it out. So let's do that. I'm just going to take a couple of them, put a dab of glue on, and then get them to sit, spread out. Okay, like that. Put this one right here. Of course, now I have glue strings everywhere. And just put a little bit right there. So I'm just adding a little bit of glue to the end, the back side of the ribbons, and then I'm gluing it onto the pumpkin, just so it'll be spread out. And then I want to get my my flower out of there. Okay, I think this is it. And what I'll do is I'll take a picture of this and put it on Liz's craft page. And if you guys decide to make something like this, please post a picture on Liz's craft page. I would appreciate it. And I will be back here tomorrow, since it's Monday, at 11:30 Central Time. And I will have another craft in mind for us to do. I'm not sure right yet what it's going to be. So I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, keep crafting. Bye.